Imagine late one evening, the house is quiet and you're alone with your thoughts. A decision weighs on you, not a grand world-altering choice, but a small personal one. Perhaps it's whether to admit a minor oversight that no one else would ever notice, or to let it quietly slide. Or maybe it's the quiet resolve to stick to a disciplined routine you've committed to when the ease of immediate comfort whispers louder. In that moment, the only witness is you. And it is in such moments, often unseen and unacknowledged by the world, that a profound form of self-respect is quietly forged. This isn't the self-respect that comes from external praise or accolades. It's not a pat on the back from others, nor is it a feeling of superiority. Instead, it's an inner knowing, a deep, resonant calm that arises from living in alignment with your highest self. The Stoics understood this concept intimately. For them, self-respect wasn't a birthright or something to be demanded. It was an honor earned, not given. An honor cultivated day by day by the choices we make when no one else is watching, and even when the world seems to tempt us away from our true north. At its core, Stoic self-respect is about integrity, a wholeness, a congruence between what you profess to believe and how you actually live. It's about honoring yourself, not through self-indulgence or self-admiration, but by staying true to your values. These values for the Stoics were encapsulated in the cardinal virtues: wisdom, justice, courage, and temperance. Living rightly, then, meant embodying these virtues in every action, every thought, every response to the world. But this path, as you might imagine, is rarely the easiest. Life constantly presents us with choices, each a subtle test of our resolve. Often these tests come in the form of alluring temptations, the pull of pleasure, the grip of fear, or the desire for approval. Consider the temptation of pleasure. It's not just about grand indulgences, but the daily siren song of comfort and ease. It's choosing to scroll mindlessly when you intended to read something enriching, opting for immediate gratification over a disciplined effort that would yield long-term growth. True self-respect arises when you choose the harder, more virtuous path, when you say no to the fleeting pleasure that would diminish you, and yes to the effort that elevates your character. It's the quiet satisfaction of knowing you resisted the easy way out, not for someone else's applause, but for your own inner honor. Then there is the formidable influence of fear. Fear of discomfort, fear of failure, fear of criticism, or even the fear of standing alone. It's the fear that makes us hold back from speaking a necessary truth, or avoid a challenging conversation that needs to happen, or shrink from a task that seems daunting. When we succumb to fear, we betray our potential, and subtly our self-respect erodes. But when we gather our courage, even if our voice trembles, and do what is right despite the unease, we build an unshakable inner fortitude. This isn't about being fearless. It's about acting with courage in the face of fear, knowing that your integrity is more important than your comfort. And finally, the insidious lure of approval. We are social beings, and the desire to be liked, to fit in, to gain the affirmation of others is deeply ingrained. But when this desire leads us to compromise our principles, to laugh at a joke we find distasteful, to echo an opinion we don't truly hold, or to avoid challenging injustice for fear of unpopularity, we sacrifice a piece of ourselves. The Stoics taught us that our worth is intrinsic, not externally conferred. When we align our actions with our values, rather than with the shifting winds of popular opinion, we earn a self-respect that is truly our own. It's the quiet confidence of knowing who you are, independent of what others think. Living rightly, therefore, is not a grand dramatic performance. It is a continuous, moment-by-moment commitment to embodying your values. It's about doing a thorough job when a quick one would suffice, because excellence is a value. It's about being honest even when it's inconvenient, because truthfulness is a value. It's about showing up with integrity even when no one else is watching, because that's when you truly honor yourself. The beauty of Stoic self-respect is that it is entirely within your control. It cannot be taken from you by external circumstances or the opinions of others. It is an inner fortress, built stone by stone with each principled choice you make. When you cultivate this kind of self-respect, you gain an inner calm that is unshaken by life's inevitable storms. You become your own most reliable ally, secure in the knowledge that you are striving to be the best version of yourself, not for applause, but for the profound peace of an examined, honorable life. So I invite you to reflect today. Where in your life can you lean more fully into your values? What small, unnoticed choice might you make that fortifies your inner honor? It is in these quiet moments that our deepest self-respect is not just claimed, but truly earned. Thank you for listening. If this reflection resonated with you, I encourage you to share your thoughts in the comments below, or perhaps share this episode with someone who might find value in its message. And for more discussions on living a thoughtful, purposeful life, consider following along.